Kate Mulgrew joins me now. What a fantastic character she is. I think the word feisty just doesn't even go anywhere near enough.
Feisty's complimentary, isn't it?
Probably a wee bit.
In fact, she's rather frightening, isn't she?
She is scary, but what a great character to play.
I'm in bliss.
Yeah.
You only get this a handful of times in a career. And at this point in my life, it's absolutely heaven.
Oh, it's wonderful.
And I knew it right away, Lorraine. They only gave me a very small copy to audition with. And I was immediately struck, and I knew that it would be kismet. And it was, both organically and creatively. And I also knew or sensed, because I've been in this business over 40 years, that Netflix was onto something tsunamic. This was going to break the wave in a big, big way. And indeed it did.
No, it absolutely has. It's so well written, which obviously
Well, that's Jenji Cohen.
Yeah.
She's original. I think it's because it is a petri dish, you see.
Yeah.
It's a microcosm of your world. You're a banana peeled away from this infraction landing you in prison. So you're observing us with a kind of compassion that I think is what makes it so relatable.
Especially with the character of Piper sort of getting it almost sort of by accident.
And she's a bloody good actress.
She is.
Let me tell you, Tay Schilling, that takes great dexterity. She's walking a fine line. She's the white upper middle class, pretty girl who's in prison for 15 months. And so, of course, she's universally despised, certainly by us. But the fact is, as an actress, she carries it so beautifully. It really very deftly plays those two notes, comedy and tragedy.
The thing about it is, though, it's one of these things where I watch one and I can't just stop. You've got to do more. You've got to do more, and you end up, and it's kind of like 2 in the morning.
Binging seems to be in our nature,
I guess.
But I think we love to binge, don't you?
On everything.
It's sort of like when you fall in love. I mean, you really don't want to be disciplined about falling in love.
No, you don't.
You want them to call, and you want them to kiss, and you want them to do all that kind of stuff, and you want it all now. Yeah, it's one of those things.
Very much so. Groundbreaking.
Yes.
As, of course, was your role in Star Trek, which I know that you still go to conventions and things. And what I love about you, I remember seeing a documentary. I'm a huge Star Trek fan.
I'm so glad.
And I remember seeing a documentary on you, and you were talking about the fans and how smart they are.
They're smart.
Like clever people.
Well, I only learned this when I became Captain Janeway, because I didn't know anything about science fiction, let alone science. And I had to learn about both, and very quickly, because they're quite keen. This is an acuity, a mental acuity, far beyond my own. I mean, it's rooted in science, so they're watching, and they know that if it's not true, if I'm not authentic, it's going to fail. So it took me a while to find my...
oh, she's great. She's an inspirational
She was lovely, wasn't she?
Yeah, really, really good.
Yeah, that was a game changer.
I'd love to see in some way with the new reboot, you know, the reboot of the movies.
Oh,
I would love to
yes.
maybe see if there's something that they can do with her. It would be good.
Would it be good?
Oh, yes.
And Picard?
Oh, absolutely.
And Kirk?
Everybody.
And Kirk, but I want to be the Admiral, and I want to boss the two of them around.
I should think so.
Unendingly.
Oh,
yes.
that would work.
Captain Kirk, you go over there.
That would work.
Yes.
Now, look, you wrote your biography, your autobiography.
A memoir.
Memoir. Born with Teeth. And you were.
I was born with teeth.
You were born with teeth?
Yes, I was born with a set of perfect little teeth.
I've never heard of that in my
They're
life.
actually sort of, they're pearlescent, they're blue. And they're very dangerous because the baby can swallow them.
Goodness me, I had no idea that
So she had the guy come and take my teeth out, and then they built me a little cage because I had no sense of pain until I was 4 years old.
Really?
So I was born with teeth and I had no sense of pain. Shakespeare would have had a field day.
An absolute field day.
Yeah.
That's absolutely remarkable.
It's a witch. That's what a witch is.
Probably back in the day, we don't know what they would have done with you back in the Middle Ages, for goodness sake.
That's probably where I belong.
And you're working on a novel, I believe?
I am working on a novel now. In the beauty County Galway. I have, someone's given me a beautiful house there. And so I write there for some months, and then I go back to New York and shoot this series. And I would have to say that it's almost a perfect life.
It is absolutely perfect, because you've got a job that you love, a part that is, you can just...
I do love her.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that's what it is that you see. And we all are having a love affair. That's what's jumping into your heart.
Yeah.
You know, we're captivated by our own characters. We know how lucky we are. And for 10, 20 actresses to have this recognition simultaneously and collectively on a daily basis, well, that's nothing but uplifting.
Well, exactly, because they're flawed. Obviously, they're flawed, but we care.
Deeply flawed,
but
so are we all,
We all,
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what she's showing.
She is.
We're used to looking at television and watching people so far above us that we can't possibly relate to them. And anyway, why would you want to? They're too perfect to look at. They're too perfect to listen to. These women we get, right? They've made a lot of mistakes, and they're trying to rectify them. Mostly they're trying to survive under these very appalling circumstances of bleakness. And they're doing it with as much beauty and compassion and depth as they can.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for the next series.
There it is.
17th of June, it's coming out.
You better get ready.
17th of June, I'm there, I'm sorted, and I will watch the whole thing probably in the one sitting, because you can, and you don't want to. It's like eating the whole box of chocolates.
What is it in one sitting? What is 13 hours in one sitting?
Well,
13 hours.
It's half a day. No, it's
Thank you, Captain Janeway.
But it is, it's just, yeah, no, it'll work, it'll be fabulous. It's a joy to talk to you. Will you come back and talk to us when your book's all done?
I'd love that.
And it's just a joy.
Thank you very much,
Thank you so,
Lorraine.
so much.